And how is everybody today? Well, let me add one more thing here. Let me fix one more thing. So hopefully it will do some echo canceling out here right now. How's everybody doing? Derek, how are you? Erica, how are you? We are going to talk about Carnivorous Me. We were going to talk about it last week, but my computer died. So I've gotten a new computer, and we are going to discuss. I'm going to move some stuff around here because, like I said, I just got a new computer, so my desk is kind of disheveled. So I shall take care of a few things. This way I can, there we go. All right, so let's say hi to everybody, and then we're going to talk about this. It's Carnivorous Me's. She only ate meat for 8 months. And we're going to talk positives, negatives. I don't want anybody to go to this young woman's channel and give her a hard time. Of course, she sounds like she's doing phenomenal. And this is not an endorsement of the keto diet. This is not an endorsement of the carnivore diet. This is not an endorsement of any diet. I'm just going to point out how things go. However, when I posted this up initially, when on the old video where I really just talked about it because I couldn't get my computer to work, many people were like, "Oh, carnivore diet causes rectal cancer and so much shit, like colon cancer and so much shit." Like the evidence for this stuff is stupid. Okay, if you are alienating meat, you are one of the dumbest fucking people on the planet. I'm not saying you have to eat meat. If you want to be vegan, fine. But to say eating meat is unhealthy for you makes you full on fucking stupid. I mean, I'm just going to, let's rip the Band-Aid off. You're a dumb motherfucker if you believe meat's bad for you. You're dumb. You're stupid. You're dumb as fuck. Human beings would not be human beings if we would not have started eating animal protein. Know your fucking biology. Know your fucking, know your evolution. It's stupid to think that animal proteins are bad for us. We would not be able to digest them if they were bad for us. We have these people who will literally fucking smoke cigarettes, drink beer, drink whiskey, which I've done all of those things, but I'm not one to say, but that red meat's going to kill you, because that's just fucking stupid. Most of these people are completely vitamin D deficient. Like, they have B12 is fucking through the floor. The average male testosterone level of a 20-year-old is that of a 70-year-old from 20 years ago. Like, very clearly, the way we're looking at how meat is bad for you in this last little bit of time, this last 15, 20 years, has been stupid and bad for fucking humans. So if you're going to be in the comments section and say how horrible red meat is for you, I just got to tell you, I think you're fucking stupid. You, in fact, are fucking stupid. And you should just get used to the fact that you're fucking stupid. Okay. Now that we've addressed that some of you are just fucking stupid, Slash again, how you doing? Gothic, how are you doing? Cactus Patch, Cookies, Angel, Janet, Amelia, Slate, Shauna May Esquivel. I think you're the fucking stupid fucker from the last time we spoke. I hope you fucking read books and shit like that since then, you dumb fuck. Hey, Alan and everyone, how are you? Shy, what's going on? Hello, Shauna May. Hello, I love you. Oh, weren't you fucking giving me shit the last time? I don't give a fuck if you love me or not, by the way. Keep that shit to yourself. Hexford, how are you? Lacey, how you going? Sabrina, what's up? Brew Hops, how are you? Stephen Barnes, YouTube had me watching an ad just to tune into your live. Good. You realize that's how that money, some of that money goes to me, right? Like, don't fucking complain. Shut the fuck up. Hannah, how are you? Lacey, what's going on? Potato Girl. How did you get to the name Potato Girl? I'm interested. Teresa, how are you doing? Don't get me started on this topic for real. Charles, Darkness, Jessica, carnivore has been my method of controlling my binge eating. Nothing else has ever worked, even weight loss surgery. Good for you. Oh, well, I'm happy that you found something that works. Good for you. No Morbidity can help you with that too. Right up here. Boom. At Vitamin Shop, I believe it's back in stock today at ambrosiacollective.com, tigerfitness.com, a bunch of other fucking places. Product 2, we had an update on Product 2, and I can't tell you. I'm not even allowed. We have the name. We actually had to switch names. Again, I love the fucking new name Mark thought of. Fucking genius. Wait till you guys hear it. He's also the one that thought of the word no morbidity too. So he's a fucking mad-ass scientist. But anyway, if not for meat, people's brains wouldn't have, never mind, many people's haven't grown. Yeah, I mean, exactly. Like, you realize that if your ancestors hadn't stabbed an animal in the neck, cut its head off, stripped its skin off, butchered it up, and then cooked it over a fire and ate it, that you wouldn't be here, right? I mean, anyway. Magna, how are you? Darkness red meat is not the problem. It is absolutely not the problem. Nikki, what's going on? I can't pronounce your name, but hey. Discord. Anything in excess is bad for you. Yep, ignorance is the problem. Truly is. Oh, here we go. Yeah, here we go. You being stupid again. Hello, how are you? I miss beef getting out gallbladder, so I can't eat it again. Ooh, hope you're okay. How late am I? Like a minute. A minute. I prefer turkey and chicken to red meats. They tend to be lower calorie, so I can eat more. They're lower in calorie because they're lower in fat. Since they're lower in fat, they're less satiating. Sorry, didn't mean to burst your bubble. Gio Garcia, how are you? I love you harder every time you say something mean to me. Okay. Maybe talk to a fucking shrink about that. Carnegie, what's going on? Hey, Alan and everyone, hope you're doing well. Bingus Cat, a.k.a. Anna. Yes, we're going. For no reason. Well, you were pretty fucking, if I recall, you were pretty fucking stupid last time you were in my chat. So, for a good fucking reason. Like, you were like eating paint chips stupid, I think. I agree with you. I personally don't. And by the way, Shauna, you're now focus on your live. Fuck you. Focus on your fucking shit. Bye. How long? Hey, long time no see. Lady Hawk, what's going on? I got my eye on you. Fucking weirdo. Travis, what's going on? Ron, how are you? We're giving out your phone number again, as if I'm going to read it out loud, so you can then fucking like literally. Fucking have me done. Here's the thing, Shauna. You can come on. We're going to do this one more time. So you're going to be invited to present your case. And check my Facebook people. Oh, you're advertising for yourself. We're going to delete that comment. He won't talk to me face to face. I'm literally... And by the way, I sent you this link last time. Come on, you have to have your camera on, Shauna. Please go live. Attack on Titans, right? So, Shauna, make sure you have your camera on. Then you can come on. Hey, Tiffany, how are you? I legit just started eating my meat. Good for you. Little Monster, I eat fish. It's not kicking anybody while they're down. You're just stupid. What the fuck? You can come on. Again, you can come on. Let's see here. I make zero off it. Well, now you're done in the chat. If I give you a chance to come on and you don't come on, you're fucking done. Oh, I blocked her. So she's done. They're all pussies. Every single one of them. Like, they want to talk shit in the fucking comment section, and then I give them a chance to go live, and then they fucking keep talking shit because they're fucking actual pussies. Like, actual real life fucking pussies. Let's see. Not much feeling better than having a great meal. Exactly. Teresa, how are you doing? Prefer to celebrate with steak and not tofu. Exactly. Absolutely. There we go. You know, I mean, like, that's the thing. Like, my name and face and voice and everything like that is always attached to everything I say. If you want to just comment in the comments section, that's great, but I don't owe you a platform. Please feel free, Sean, to make videos about me, because that's advertisement. But you're just a stupid fucking coward. So, how are we doing? All right. And now, and anybody else that wants, anybody else that has a detraction, that wants to come on, please feel free. And here we are. This is, I gotta fucking figure out a different way to do this, but this is Carnivorous meat. Phone condones. Exactly. Jessica, how are you doing? Okay, so this is Carnivorous Me, and please do go follow her channel. You can find her by literally, it just says Carnivorous Me. That's the name of her thing. I'm hoping we figure out her real name. This is her being played, by the way, at playback speed is going to be at 1.5 unless we need to slow it down. So let's get it on.
We've been deceived. I've eaten a meat-only diet for 227 days.
So a meat-only diet for 227 days. That's pretty fucking impressive. now that I think about it. Hang on one second. I think I might know something that might be wrong with the setup here. Sorry about that, guys. Didn't mean to fucking do that to you, but let's try this. And see how that works. There it is. So hopefully this will make the connection a little better too. Okay, here we go. And we're right back on. All right.
On June 24th, 2022, I was a type 2 diabetic. I weighed 360 pounds. I was unable to walk without a walker more than 100 feet at a time. I had 3 autoimmune diseases, and I had severe depression and anxiety.
Okay, so I want to point this out. She was 360 pounds. I don't know how old she is, right? 360 pounds. That is, you have an eating disorder. Like, if you're over a 300-pound person, you should just kind of accept that you have some sort of disordered eating. Because reality, you do. Like, I mean, you have grown yourself much larger than any human being should likely ever be. You have an eating disorder. That can be pretty fucking, that's just pretty fucking, stated. Anyway.
Here's a picture of me at the start. My health and my weight were spiraling out of control.
So autoimmune disorders, couldn't walk, everything like that, 360 pounds.
Was binge eating. I was eating every emotion that I had. This ended up landing me in the emergency room where I thought I was dying. This put me at the precipice of deciding, am I going to live life or am I literally just going to lay down and die and suffer?
I wish more people would get to there, because a lot of you out there right now, like not necessarily you in the audience, but people that might listen afterwards, a lot of you should just kind of accept the fact that you're eating yourself to death and you're a burden on society. This is hard for people to get to. I say stuff like that and people are like, oh, you're shaming people. It is true. If it is true and you find it shameful, it's still fucking true. Like, it's so hard to like kind of get there with people. But if in fact I state something that is 100% true and you feel I'm shaming you because of it, that is a you fucking problem. That is something that you know. Like, if you feel shame from it, if I can say, hey, you're fat and it's because of what you eat, you absolutely know it's because of what you eat and you're fat. If you feel shame in it, it's true, it's just still fucking true. It's not that it should be avoided being said. In fact, if you're avoiding the truth, it should be said much, 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 much more often. We should lead. If you know a fat person in your life, almost every conversation should lead with, do you want to go for a walk? Or how about we eat this healthy today? Or what can I do to help you? We are literally at a stage in society where people are eating themselves to motherfucking death. Get there. Like, get there fucking faster. What the fuck? I mean, holy shit, people.
Until I do. And the choice I made was to live, to stop wallowing in the depression that I was in. After I got out of the emergency room, I came home, I was eating cake literally one day, and I jumped right into carnivore the next.
Well, congratulations on making a decision. I bet you that absolutely, I mean, I haven't listened to the whole thing, but I bet you that absolutely motherfucking sucked. To switch from that type of intake to then all of a sudden just going straight keto. I bet you that absolutely sucked. The sugar withdrawals are something that Product 2 is going to do something about. I am so excited, by the way, that the No Morbidity's sister basically everything's ordered. Like, we're going to be talking about it very, very, very soon. It's going to be for sale, likely very, very, very soon, within the next 8 weeks. I'm super fucking excited because this one will help people just like her. And everybody, all of you, anybody that's type 2 diabetic that has issues with sugar, this Product 2 should help. And I mean it. Like, all of the ingredients have all, on their own standing, all of the ingredients have been shown to lower blood glucose levels, to help with insulin sensitivity, to help with inflammation, to help with sugar cravings, to help control glycemic index response. All of the ingredients in it. It's fucking amazing. I could not be happier that Crystal and I partnered with these people. I can't. I can't even begin to tell people how happy I am. And if you are looking to get away from eating all sorts of carbohydrates, but they just keep calling to you, absolutely, this will help you out. I'm excited for this. I wanted to get to something real quick. Meat is expensive. What else are you eating? Like, you should prioritize fat and protein over any carbohydrate. So if you're spending money on carbohydrates, save money there. I mean, it's just, we're going to talk more about this after we're done listening to her. But if you are if your groceries are too expensive, cut out the carbohydrates. Don't cut out the meat. Don't cut out the meat. Cut out the carbohydrates.
So here's what's happened over the past 227.
If you're fat, you don't need carbs. I mean, for real, I don't need carbs. Crystal needs carbs. Mark needs carbs. Crystal needs carbs because for a woman, she is at a lower body fat range that she actually needs some stuff to run on. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need carbs. There's been multiple days in a row where I have not had carbs. You know, like it's not something I need until I get to like the body fat level I was at last summer. Yeah. I needed to start introducing some carbs to my diet because I was just fucking, like, my body could not go to enough fat stores. Like, my skin was very, very thin. I mean, I was somewhere likely around, you know, probably under 9% body fat. That was enough for me, you know. But most people don't need carbs. So let's see here.
Days doing the carnivore diet. I do want to clarify though, when I say carnivore diet, this for me includes beef, butter, chicken, eggs, fish, any kind of meat, honestly, and cheese.
So she added some dairy to that for the butter and the cheese. I have no problems with that either.
As of now, my 8-month journey, I only eat OMAD, which is 1 meal a day.
Normally, people that are on carnivore only need to eat one time a day. Like, I normally, like right now, like literally right now, I mean, and I have no physical hunger right now because I almost gave you the name. I'm on product 2, I'm on no morbidity, I'm on Ember, and I make sure that I have no micronutrient cravings because I take Immortal every single day. My nervous eating is very quelled between the combination of Ember and Mental Jewels to manage my ADHD. Like, with non-performance supplements, just health supplements and lifestyle supplements, I have zero hunger and my ADHD is completely managed. And my sleep has been pretty good. And even though, like, if I wasn't going to sleep, this weekend would have been the weekend I didn't sleep. We got some shit going on, family stuff. We're all good. Everybody's fine. But like parents and stuff like that, you know, like people getting old and shit. Unfortunately. But if I wasn't going to sleep, it would have been this weekend. I slept pretty fucking well. So.
Is a sampling of what I eat. I have things like baby back ribs. I eat ribeyes with butter on them. I have hamburgers with cheese. Obviously no buns. Now the reason I only eat once a day is because I'm so satiated when I eat, I'm not hungry any other time.
That's because it's all meat and fat. Meat and fat is highly more satiated. It's one of the reasons why in the hunger management method, which can be found right up here, by the way, or you can find in the description box below. In the description box below, with the hunger management method book, by the way, you get the app for a month, which is pretty fucking cool. Just so you know, I'm pretty pleased about that. Let me see if I got. Oh no, that's not the one I wanted. But anyway, down below you can get the links for the app, the coaching, everything like that. Please do take us up on that. But the biggest reason why in the hunger management method we talk about like first meal of the day, make it almost a carnivore, because if you go carnivore, then keto, then whole food. If you eat 3 times a day, you're going to be satiated as a motherfucker for carnivore, like all the way through, right? You're going to be super fucking satiated. So that's the fucking key, is because it does. Somebody. Maybe we can distract down into giving up the product 2 name. Nope. You have an app. Yes, we do have an app. Give me 1 second here. Give me 1 more. I'll be able to grab it for you. I'll grab the links and shit like that right now for you. Right now. I don't know why I'm talking weird today, by the way. I'm just crazy today. Just out of my fucking mind, I think. Already. They've already demonetized me. Demonetized this video. Crazy. And there, request review. And then, give me 1 second. I'm grabbing you the links right now, people. Grabbing the links. It won't let me go back that far. All right, I'll grab the links here in a second. Fucking give me a rest. Anyway, we're going to go back to her. But yes, we do have an app. It should be somewhere. I'm all over the place right now. Holy fuck. Give me 1 more second. We're good. All right. Boom, 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 boom. YouTube demonetizes truth all the time. All the time. People, I live in LA. It's expensive out here. Where else can I live where I can backpack in the mountains in the snow as a choice? I can run to the beach. It's only 10 miles away. Then shut the fuck up about how expensive the meat is if you're choosing it. I mean, what the fuck? And I'm not trying to be mean, but if you choose to live where shit's going to be more expensive, you shouldn't complain about it being more expensive. Just saying. It's Alan Roberts. How often is No Morbidity restocked? No, you can get No Morbidity right now at Tiger Fitness, and it should be back in stock at AmbrosiaCollective.com within the next day or so. If it's out of stock at your vitamin shop, they just ordered some at the beginning of the month and should have that by now, and they should be restocking. So, let's see. Yeah, you can do the same in North Carolina. No shit, you can go to the mountains of North Carolina and then fucking go to the beach. I'm sorry. Don't complain about prices when you choose where you live, you know?
This also has helped streamline the process of my body being able to utilize my own fat stores for energy. So no wonder I only have to eat once a day. I have plenty of energy stored on me to go through my day. So here's some of the questions I want to address about my past 8 months of my journey. Why I do carnivore, how I stick to carnivore, what's happened specifically around my health and weight.
That's what I want to know.
Would carnivore benefit you? I know a lot of people ask me, why carnivore? Why not something else? Well, my first response is, I am a binge eater. I have binge eaten for my entire adult life. I lack the ability to moderate myself.
She may lack the ability to moderate herself, but she certainly has the ability to be very self-actualized. And I just got to be to be real for everybody. That's when you need, that's what everybody needs, is the ability to be very, very, very realistic with themselves. You know, very, very, very realistic with themselves. When do you recommend taking No Morbidity? I take my No Morbidity in the early afternoon, like 3 o'clock. But that just depends on for everybody. Some people take it later in the evening so they can sleep better. Some people take it first thing in the morning so they can be satiated throughout the course of the day longer. I personally like it at 3. But I have not eaten anything yet today. I'm about to finish up my... This will make 1.5 gallons, and then I'm still behind. I'm like fucking way behind on water today. Especially for already grabbing a workout, because I grabbed the suspension system training workout from Crystal earlier, just a little bit earlier. So, do you lack micronutrients from cutting out vegetables? I personally don't, and I still eat vegetables, probably once a day or once every other day. But I am not. I mean, I take Immortal, which is like a full spectrum multivitamin / probiotic, greens, supplement, everything like that. And I take nectar every day too. So no, I'm not worried about it at all. I would not want to live in LA. You couldn't pay me enough. No kidding. Meat is cheap compared to all the junk food you fill up on. Exactly. Let's see. Oh, Heather, how you doing? Lasagna can be almost carnivore with the exception of tomatoes, but you can make the noodles with eggs and butter. Yep. I agree. Yeah, and this is a good point too. Beef liver has 75 of all vitamins alone. Vitamins from veggies are not necessarily biologically available. I agree. Awesome No Morbidity is back in stock. I've been trying to buy it for the past week or so. Outstanding. Get you some. Time to get No Morbidity, people. Absolutely go get it. Anyway, here we go. We're going to pop back onto her.
99% diets are requiring moderation. But I don't have that in me. One cookie turns into a bag of cookies, which then turns into a binge. I didn't.
So this is a thing, and I think it's important that we talk about this actually. Like, a lot of people have issue with moderation. A lot of people have issue with moderation, and a lot of people have issue sticking to certain things. So if that's you, welcome to the world of keto or carnivore. If you cannot successfully go back to eating processed carbohydrates, you absolutely should look for your future health and try to, very minimal vegetable only carbohydrates is a great fucking healthy start for everybody. But if you can't monitor yourself, if every time you go off of keto, you get fat again, here's a newsflash for you. If you can't fix that, welcome to keto for the rest of your life. This is why we tell people to get a healthy lifestyle that you can live with. And if you cannot stop yourself from being 250 plus pounds by eating other shit, welcome to keto. This is very basic. And I understand that people don't want to say like, oh my God, so never, ever carbohydrates again? Yes, grow the fuck up. If you can't actually like control yourself, adult a little bit and realize that if you can't control yourself, you need to control yourself in some other way. Because otherwise, it's like an alcoholic drinking themselves into a stupor every single fucking day and it just catches up to you. You know?
Didn't get to 360 pounds because I was good at moderating.
That's right.
As I said, most diets require you have the ability to moderate yourself. A good example I like to use is an alcoholic doesn't drink just a little bit of alcohol. They go crazy. What do? They abstain from the alcohol.
Shit, she just said the words that came right out of my mouth. Fucking, I completely agree, young lady. I completely agree.
I'm a sugar carb addict. I cannot have it or I binge. So what do
And you guys can hear her, but you can't see her. Shit, sorry. But absolutely. And if you are a sugar addict, Product 2 will help you. So will no morbidity, frankly.
I do? I abstain from it by doing carnivore. Remove my triggers, and it allows me to address the emotional component of being a binge eater and being an emotional eater as well. Mm-hmm. What's happened in the past 227 days is amazing.
Good for you.
I was a type 2 diabetic. I did not have to take insulin. I was just taking oral medications.
So she was type 2 diabetic.
As of right now, I have reversed my type 2 diabetes. I have no issues controlling my blood sugars. I've had a handful of off-carnivore meals over the past few months, and I have 0 blood sugar spikes.
So if you have type 2 diabetes, welcome to keto or carnivore. Like if you, and I've said this many times, I have no idea why this is even, I can't even believe this is something we need to fucking discuss, right? But if you have type 2 diabetes to the point where you're taking medications for and you are still eating processed carbohydrates or even a lot of carbohydrates just in general, that should be viewed as self-harm, and we should actually have a psych consult called in for people. Like mental health is just not even a concern anymore. Like we're letting the fucking crazy fly. I mean, I understand we've got fucking dudes in eyeshadow and makeup talking about how they want to fucking, they've set up a special Patreon for the kids and shit like that. We're just allowing mental illness to just fucking fly every fucking where right now. But if you are literally taking medications, like if you, in any way, like if your disease that you have caused yourself is causing you difficulty, and then you keep eating in a way that caused your fucking disease, we should have you psych evaluated for hurting yourself, because that's what you're doing. Like, you are hurting yourself.
My blood sugar is actually better than my husband, who is slender and does carnivore with me. My weight, I was, as we know now, 360 pounds. Today is my 8 months anniversary. I have officially lost 100 pounds in 8 months.
That is fucking amazing. And that's because she's been satiated with, much more satiated with carnivore. That's because she is paying attention to this shit. And it's because she's adulting. I mean, we have people that, like the April Laurens of the world, April Lynn. Like, I'm sorry, but adult. It's the fucking food. It's the food you're eating. Fucking adult. Holy shit. My God. I saw something up here I wanted to say. Timothy Island, thank you very much. I appreciate you.
This is huge, not just for the number, but if you go back and watch my original videos, I am miserable, isolated, depressed. My poor husband had to listen to me every night just talk about how bad I felt. That doesn't happen anymore. I wanted to hide myself. I was ashamed. I felt terrible.
And to tell you the truth, there's nothing wrong with that shame. I mean, like, the thing is, I bet you if we spoke live, she would realize that shame is what fucking picked her up by the fucking bootlaces and got her to fucking change. Like her acknowledging it, her acknowledging that she had fucked up. The self-actualization. It's called personal responsibility. I mean, I understand that we don't teach that at all anymore, especially to our young kids, and most people out there themselves feel that they should fucking survive on the government teat. But she was self-actualized and fucking changed that shit. Good for her.
Completely different person today, not only physically but mentally. And along those lines, I was 32 years old having to use a rollator walker because I just couldn't make it around. My back hurt, my legs were weak, I was making it up one flight of stairs short of breath.
And just to point out, it was because she was fat. I mean, when people are like, oh, you're judging me because I'm fat. Yeah, you're right, 100%. When I see somebody that's 350 fucking pounds, guess what I think? I think they fucking eat too much. I think they have a hard time regulating themselves. I think they fucking treat themselves like they're a fucking child and that they should have anything they want whenever they fucking want it. And you know what? I'm right. I mean, that's the thing. Like, it's not a fucking... There's no mystery when you weigh 300 pounds that you fucking eat too much. Why do we humor this? Like, oh, you have no idea what I eat. Yeah, I do. Too much. Too fucking much. I'm going to guess, by educated experience, being a best-selling weight loss author and fucking coaching thousands of people, that you eat too many carbohydrates. Processed carbohydrates, more likely than that. And you probably drink some calories too. But reality, when I see a very fat person, I do judge them to a certain degree. I feel bad for them because they're clearly hurting themselves, and most of the time in very serious denial. So I do feel bad for them, especially being an ex-fat ass myself. But I refuse to treat you like the child you demand to be treated like. I refuse to treat you as anything less than the fucking adult you are. So therefore, if you are fat as fuck, I'm going to call you fat as fuck and then tell you from one adult to another adult that maybe you should fix that shit so you can lead a long, happier, healthier life and not burden all fucking society. So if those words hurt your feelings, I got my deepest, most heartfelt, sincerest, possible thought to you is you are a pussy. I mean, if my words hurt you and they're true, you are in fact just a pussy, and I don't why fucking toughen up a little bit and come the fuck back. The problem, unfortunately, for many, many people out there is not me telling you the fucking truth about how fucking fat and out of shape and unhealthy you are. The fact is you did that to your motherfucking self. That's the problem.
I can now walk 5 miles in one day.
That's awesome.
5 miles in one day without a walker in 8 months.
That's crazy. She needed a walker to walk, and then 8 months later, she's walking 5 miles a day. Great fuck, and I did it again. So those of you, you guys could hear it, but that's fucking awesome. Great goddamn job. Great goddamn job.
Another big thing for me is I have been depressed most of my life. I have been on so many antidepressants, on, off, you name it. I now have cut my antidepressants in half, and where we live in the Pacific Northwest, it's cloudy all the time. This is a time when most people have problems. I am doing so well. I am weaning
That is awesome.
myself off, and hopefully in the next few months can get completely off my antidepressants.
So she was fat as fuck on diabetes medications and on antidepressants, loses weight, and is coming off diabetes medication and antidepressants. I mean, I'm right. I am right. I am right. No shit. I'm fucking right.
Considering I'm 33 now, I've literally been on them since I was 12 years old. To be able to get off of the medication will be amazing.
To put a 12-year-old on antidepressants, you're a horrible fucking doctor. I'm just saying that right now. Tell your kid to go outside, unless there's a very serious chemical imbalance, but I don't think she would be able to get off of these things unless there was a very serious chemical imbalance. Like if you have bipolar disorder, oftentimes you need antidepressants the rest of your life, period. Right? But if it's because you're just gluttoning yourself, if your parents gluttoned you, you can get off of this shit. Unslave yourself to the fucking pharmaceutical industry.
Amazing. I have 3 autoimmune issues. I have RA, which is rheumatoid arthritis, scleroderma, and fibromyalgia. It had gotten to the point where moving hurt.
I bet you her life was painful as fuck before she lost weight.
Anything, going up the stairs, my hands were really painful. Literally, the wind blowing on my arm hurt. It just became painful to live. Now, that is 95% better. I've been able to go back to my hobbies like leatherworking and just exercising, doing things I want to do because it doesn't limit me anymore. My inflammation is so much less in my body. I'm only at my halfway mark right now.
That's the thing I keep thinking about. She's only at her halfway mark and she is already feeling so much better. Wait until she feels better. Now, my advice to you, young lady, if you are watching this, and I hope you are, because I'm finding this extremely informative, and thank you very much. But my advice to you is, normally people get stuck like halfway and they get kind of like complacent, especially when they've been big the entirety of their life, like you have. You've been big the entirety of your life, so like every feeling of better is better. But it also, you probably feel better than you fucking ever have. And she's coming off all sorts of medications, all sorts of stuff like that. Depression's better, feeling better, blah, blah, blah. Don't, like I work on my health every day. I am in good shape. Like, I am in very good shape. I mean, like, very, very, very good physical condition. I still work on my health every single day. That is what people miss. People don't want to adult and look after their long-term health. And we very much need all of society at this stage to adult and take care of their long-term health. It's something like, I was recently doing something. Hang on, let me read it to you. Because I think I put it on my Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, by the way, the MFing COO. And that's us. Okay, so over 37 million people in America as of 2021, I think, is type 2 diabetic. Is diabetic. That's fucking crazy. So over 10%, like it's 11.3% of the population is type 2 diabetic. 90% of that's avoidable. Okay, and another 96 million people have prediabetes. So between prediabetes and diabetes, 50% of the population, 50 fucking percent of the population is pre-diabetic or diabetic. Carbohydrates are killing America. The food industry is absolutely killing America, and the pharmaceutical industry is making money on it. Fucking 190 million per 100 and how many people is that? Fucking 165 million people are pre-diabetic or diabetic. Do you know how much medication it is? Because if you're pre-diabetic, you're likely on something else too. Or the doctor's going to throw you on something. I mean, what the fuck? Grow the fuck up. Grow up. Like, what is wrong with you people? Grow up. I was being a child trying to be super strong and big. I had to grow the fuck up. Grow up. Grow up. Stop face fucking yourself with pie every day.
I still have another 100 pounds to lose. But if my life looks this amazing now, I can't imagine what the next 100 pounds is going to be like.
So I'm just going to point out the very, very serious similarities. How her starting weight was very, very, very close to April Lynn's starting weight, and how she has somehow managed to lose 100 pounds in 8 months. And I think we just hit the 100-pound mark for the first time after almost 3 years. 2 years and like 9 months. And 100 pounds down is 100 pounds down. Good fucking job. But April Lauren, this is who you should be listening to right here. This is who you should be emulating. You should be taking this woman's advice, since you won't take mine. But you should take this woman's advice because she's making you look fucking stupid. Just saying.
Few other small but really big things. I don't snore anymore. I sleep better.
So no sleep apnea. She's sleeping better. Sleeping better causes better decision-making process. So many things. So many things.
I focus better. I'm not grumpy. And a big thing, this is more around blood sugars. I don't have those crashes. If I don't eat every 3 or 4 hours, I feel like I'm going to faint. I can go 24 hours without a drop of food and not feel bad at all.
That's something and that's amazing too. I actually I'm going to start doing more OMAD / longer things. In the Hunger Management Support Group, I actually talked about that, where it's I went 38 hours the other day, no food. And that's, it's not 48 or anything like that, but I went into the point where I was like, you know what, I'm probably going to eat, and I had a lot of stress going on, by the way, just like I said, because lots and lots and lots of stress. Just, that's all I got to say. Because frankly, like I said, there's some stuff going on family member wise. So I'm sorry, my ADHD just took me very much off of what I was about to say because of it. But, I lost my train of thought. But I do really think that most people do not need to fucking eat nearly as many times a day as they fucking do. Like nearly. Like most people don't even need to come fucking close to it, frankly. And I think it's just gotten to be a big issue where people are like, I need to eat breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Show me some fucking studies that say breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Like, I would love to talk to somebody that can produce a reason besides Andrew Kellogg told me I needed to eat Frosted Flakes first thing in the fucking morning. Why in the fuck it would be viewed as in any way important? Like, most people, instead of breakfast, should very likely just fucking drink some fluid. Because, frankly, that's where most people fuck up. Most people are completely dehydrated. They eat their thirst. I wonder if she mentions this. Like I said, I haven't watched all of this video. So, but, whoop. Actually, I went to Twitter.
The reason I know to eat now is because my stomach grumbles every 24 hours.
That's awesome, too.
And says to feed me. But other than that, I don't have to worry about going and getting fast food or snacks or anything like that. The burden. Honestly, I think this is the biggest one. The burden of thinking about food. When you have an eating disorder, your mind is consumed with food all the time. You're eating breakfast, you're thinking about lunch and dinner. You're eating dinner, you're thinking about breakfast the next day. If you're not eating, you're definitely thinking about food. Go on. My thought around food is, in the morning, what steak am I going to take out? Set it out. Don't think about it till 3 or 4 in the afternoon. Cook it. Done. No longer thinking about food.
And that's amazing. That is absolutely 100% amazing. And that's one of the reasons why I love the Hunger Management Method, which, again, the book, but also why I love No Morbidity and Product 2 Together, especially with Ember. Literally just fucking, I don't think about, like, the demon of food that was screaming, like, eat that, go make something, go get something. That's gone. It's gone. And I just can't even begin to describe to you, after a lifelong of binge eating, I cannot begin to describe to you how much better it feels not to be a slave to food. It's so much better.
I probably think about food less than 30 minutes a day now, when before I thought about food pretty much every waking breath. The whole reason I started my YouTube channel was to, 1, motivate myself, but 2, motivate others.
This is where, you guys know this is where I'm just like, be careful. I really want to see this woman succeed, so just be fucking careful. Be careful.
Because I'm nothing special, and if I can do it, then so can other people. But sometimes we just need the encouragement and motivation, seeing someone else struggle along the way with us. That is the entire...
I keep the idea that you're nothing special. I say that about myself all the time.
Entire point of my channel. I don't pretend to know everything. I don't know everything for myself. How can I tell you what to do? But if you can get an inkling of encouragement or introspection into what's going on in your life, then that is all my channel is about. Mm-hmm. So I would appreciate so much if you would consider liking and subscribing to my channel, because the more people I can reach, the more people that, we can help, because I can't.
Anybody watching this right now, please go subscribe to her channel and watch all her videos. Please do. You don't need to agree with everything she says. You don't need to agree with everything I say. I don't give a shit. I'm sure she doesn't give a shit either. She's lost 100 pounds, got off fucking diabetes medications, about to get off her antidepressants, doesn't need a walker to walk anymore, has no depression, is not a slave to hunger, is sleeping better and feeling better. Like, you don't need to like her. She's not going to give a fuck. I hope she doesn't give a fuck. I really don't.
I actually do this without you guys, and I would appreciate it so much. Here's how I stuck with carnivore. I finally realized the reason I failed at every other diet. Diets are only half the equation.
Yep.
Food is only half the equation. The other half is the mental aspect. How?
Yes, indeed.
Oh, and why we got where we got. We don't just eat food just to eat food. There's always something behind it, a traumatic event, an emotional reason, something back there that's causing us to eat it. And that's why I failed every time. I never addressed why. Why or how I got to 360 pounds. And that is the number one reason I have been so successful in this. Mm-hmm. I have faced my demons. I've shined light in those dark places inside myself and had to face some really hard truths about life, about myself. It's scary. It is extremely difficult. But when we do that, it's like a breath of fresh air. It's like having literally 1,000 pounds lifted off our shoulders when we start confronting our fears.
So the biggest thing about that is, again, she started adulting. She started to actually be realistic with herself. And I just wish everybody could do this. Like, this woman understands that she was fat as fuck and that it was unhealthy, and she did something about it. And everybody's like, oh my God, so you're never going to eat carbohydrates again? This woman's lost 100 pounds, could probably lose 100 pounds more, is off diabetes medication, getting off her antidepressants, can fucking walk when she was using a walker again. If I was her, I'd never, ever, ever, ever eat another carbohydrate. Like, if you were 360 pounds, that is not I'll try to figure this out. That is a figure this out or you're about to motherfucking die soon. That is literally it. 360 pounds for a woman, she could have shifted her weight wrong and fucking blown something out. I mean, grow the fuck up. All of you. Anybody out there that's like, oh my God, I could never possibly stick to keto. If you could lose 100 to 200 pounds, get off all these medications, sleep better, probably have better sex, have better mental acuity, feel much better, be able to walk when you needed a fucking walker. If you would choose food over that, what does that tell you? If you will choose food over your health, you need fucking mental help. Get there faster. Like, no shit. If you are 300 pounds, if you're a 250-pound woman, you should be fucking terrified, and you should fix that shit. Like, right now, grow the fuck up. Grow the fuck up. How I don't even understand how this is a fucking thing. Like, I really don't. I don't understand how we have actual fucking people that are like, oh my God, so you're never going to eat this again. No, never. No, why? Why would anybody, why would anybody go do that? Like, I don't get it. Like, you guys love, like, if you love something so much, that you're willing to consume it at your own detriment, you've got a fucking problem. A fucking serious one. Like, you've got a serious ass problem. Like, how can you not view it this way? How can anybody not view it that way? To me, it's so ridiculously clear that you should absolutely be looking out for your fucking health. I can't even get over it. What the fuck, people? We're going to go back to her. So, give me a second.
Second thing is recognizing what true hunger is.
Yep.
I had learned over the years that I thought hunger was here. My brain said I was hungry, time to go eat. But I finally learned, no, hunger is in the stomach.
Hunger is the stomach. Even blood sugar cravings. It's one of the reasons why, and we'll talk about this real quick. It's one of the reasons why we even need to develop product 2. Because, No Morbidity does exactly what we wanted it to do. It helps with the decoupling of the protein 1 NAs from visceral fat. So it does help with visceral fat. Like, it helps your body, use it as fat stores. It doesn't spot reduce shit. It actually just fucking, Thinogen works on the protein 1 NAs, the coupling of the protein 1 NAs in abdominal fat. But it causes such better mood and such minimized hunger that you're able to avoid eating. Like, you don't feel the fucking constant hunger. The problem is people still have sugar cravings, and No Morbidity does not necessarily avoid those. They can help mitigate, but it doesn't necessarily help avoid them. And product 2 is meant to keep blood sugar levels stable and also to avoid any glycemic responses or minimize glycemic responses. So if you do eat something that might taste sweeter, you're not going to have some sort of serious spike and then cause you to eat even more. It'll help you. The two together absolutely make it so one meal a day is fucking very easy. And that's with me performing athletically, by the way.
Hungry, it's always a craving. It is not my body actually needing food.
Yep.
It took me months to hone in on this, but once I did, I realized I was eating way too much and way too frequently for what my body actually needed.
And almost everybody is. Like, you can look at America and everybody eats a whole extra fucking meal at least. Like, if you're 50 pounds overweight, you're taking in 500 calories too much every single fucking day to be that healthy. Accept it. Accept it. Either move more and eat less, or just eat less and move a lot more. You know what I mean? Like, you absolutely, and I mean absolutely, are eating too much. A 200-pound male, you motherfuckers are eating about 300, 400 too many calories. You just are, because most of your pussies and fat as fuck. Homer Simpson-looking motherfuckers. You fucking young men today, you guys should be ashamed of yourselves. No shit.
Third one is because my trigger foods are gone, sugar and carbs.
Yep.
It allowed me to deal with the emotional part of eating. I didn't eat to live. I lived to eat. Food is sustenance. It is not a pleasure. It's not a feeling. Not that you can't enjoy what you're eating, but life shouldn't be about going to a restaurant. Life should.
So, I agree. Life shouldn't be about going to a restaurant, but you should enjoy. Like, I enjoy every piece. I'm sure she enjoys her steaks too. Like, I enjoy everything I fucking eat. Everything. It's an important rule. Whoop.
Should be about being with people, not food. And that's what I made my life about and around was purely food. I was able to slowly step back and learn and have these conversations with myself to not do that anymore. And here is the biggest one. Forgiving myself and genuinely forgiving and giving myself grace. I have slipped up on the carnivore. I have not been perfect on my diet, but I looked at why it happened and the root reason behind it. This allowed me to truly forgive myself and not beat myself up and then throw myself off the path in a binge because, well, I saw myself as worthless.
That's extremely important. I completely agree with that. I do think that it's one of the things we talk about is like if you do slip up, take a step back, look at stuff analytically, and then what can you take from that? Like if you can learn something from your last binge to help avoid your next binge, like were you dehydrated? How dehydrated were you? How many days in a row did you not do well in your water? Were you tired? Did something stressful just happen? Did you eat something? Was it what combination of these things did you have? A few of these things. Just started taking Ember, and it's freaking amazing. A half an Ember and 2 mental joules makes it so, it's just fucking, it's amazing. It's amazing. So, what are your opinions on the carnivore diet? What the fuck do you think we're talking about right now? I can't wait to start Ember. I'm still breastfeeding, so I can't. Yes. Breastfeeding, don't start anything. Homer Simpson, that's why this is, tell me why this is so true. Because every fucking dude has a beer belly with almost no fucking shoulders. Like, guys with my size shoulders are literally a fucking thing in the past almost. It's fucking crazy. Meanwhile, when I grew up, everybody had big shoulders. Like, I can still stand behind my dad and people can't see me. But we're raising a generation of pussy-ass boys. There's no men. I mean, there's some men. I'm not saying no. But we're raising a generation of fucking soft, pussy-ass, fucking in their fucking fifis boys. We need fucking... We need men. Ember is absolutely awesome. I use it before my workouts. I like using it then too. I hope April Lauren watches this. She could learn a lot. She doesn't want to learn. She doesn't want to learn. She wants to fucking sit and be like, what we need to do, we need to give ourselves grace. Like fucking, she's not learning shit. She's not going to learn shit.
Grace is a huge part of this. This is not an excuse to go and eat whatever I want and say, oh, I forgive myself. No, it's when I do have those slip-ups. It's okay, Amanda. It's one slip-up. It does not erase everything else that you've done. Okay. So, could you benefit from carnivore? Probably, but I'm not a doctor. I've tried things from organic veganism to eating only boiled white potatoes, keto, Whole30, Atkins, Weight Watchers, everything in between. None of those diets isolated and had me eliminate the foods that triggered me. It asked me to moderate. But again, you don't get 360 pounds being able to moderate what you're eating. This is where we've been deceived. We've been told calories in and calories out is the only thing that mattered. Seed oils are good for us. Fats are bad for us. That we only need to moderate our food to lose weight. But if any of this was true, why are people fatter and sicker today than they have ever been?
Well, they want you to be. I mean, they want you to be fatter and sicker than ever. That's why they tell you, like, the sheer bullshit that people like, diets don't work. Every diet works. Every diet that causes you to be in a caloric deficit and lose weight has worked. The only way a diet wouldn't work is if you didn't lose weight on it. You full-on dumb fucks. If you lose weight, the diet fucking worked. You just didn't plan for what happened after, and it may not be the healthiest thing for you long term. But if you think you're going to eat 1,500 calories to get down to 150 fucking pounds while doing exercise, and then all of a sudden you start eating 2,500 calories again of all shit food, you're going to be much hungrier because it's going to incite your fucking glycemic response, and you're going to get fat again. Wake up. It's reality. If you are fat, you eat too much. It's reality. Not one fucking human, and I also hear this too. Oh, you can't tell if I'm unhealthy. Video yourself, anybody before you come to me with that, video yourself getting yourself off the ground. Lay down, actually lay yourself on the fucking ground. Do you know how many fucking people never even sit on the ground at all? Like, it'll be like months, 2 months before your ass hits the fucking floor. Like, I'm on the ground every fucking day working out and shit like that. Like, if you can't get yourself off and a lot of people don't do it because they can't get themselves up. But if you video yourself and it takes you more than 2 seconds from laying down on the ground to get up as fast as you can, you are fucked up. Get your shit fixed. It shouldn't take more than 2 seconds for you to rushedly get off the ground. What if there was a natural disaster? What if you were in an emergency? What if you had to fucking protect your children? Stop being fat asses and worrying about your fucking feelings and fix your fucking selves. For real.
We've definitely been lied to. If you're interested in doing this, come check out my channel. I have videos from 2 weeks from starting carnivore. So right at 360 pounds, and I've tracked everything, not just what I've eaten, but my emotional state, my ups, my downs. I lay it all out. I appreciate you taking the time out of your...
So everybody go subscribe to her. Very fucking amazing work. Very, very, very amazing work. Give me one more second here. Ah, there we go. Here we go. Give me one more second. For those of you that were interested in, God damn it. Let me see here. Here we go. For those of you that were interested in the app, I'm about to put it into, here we go, right here. And let me give me one more second. I'll get you guys the links. Like I said, new computer. So I don't have any of my fucking normal shit sitting around. And here we go. You can join the app, live and pre-recorded classes for Crystal. Amazing classes. I am actually taking tonight's Tabata class from her because I love her Tabata classes. So please do check that out. You can also get a 30-minute consultation with me or Crystal if I'm not your cup of tea. She is, and I will just tell you this. I'm just going to preface this. She says the same shit. There's just swear words. Like all this, you're not going to get like a different opinion about weight loss from her. But it's her method that I like. She's the one that fucking figured all this shit out that's in this book. Like she figured that whole fucking shit out for me. So she's going to tell you the same shit. Alan, not trying to curse, is hilarious. We are, like, Mark and I are going to start doing, and on freestanding videos, I'm not going to curse. Lives are just too hard. I just can't, I mean, I don't want my fucking ears to bleed. Like, for real. So, but what questions do we got? We got about another fucking just a couple minutes, and then I got to go. I've got videos to film. I got clients to talk to. I got consultations out the fucking yin yang. I hope everybody had a good Valentine's Day, by the way. Let's see here. Scroll up just a little bit. Scroll up just a little bit. We are supposed to live like Stone Age people. I agree. I absolutely agree. A binge isn't a moral failure. It's just behavior. Analyze the triggers behind the behavior. Exactly. More people need to think like that because then you can address it. Like I know I need to be on. Like there is a reason to be hydrated for me because it helps me avoid binges. So I'm over 2 years. I am 2 years and 2 years and 1 month minus 2 days away from my last binge. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. It doesn't help that so many women claim to like dad bods now. Usually women who are fat and pushing that though. Nobody, I'm sorry, people do not like weak men. That's not a real thing. The only people that like the same thing, the only people that like weak women are weak men. Like, fuck, my wife is a fucking alpha. No shit. You guys don't see it because she stays pretty quiet, but I would not fuck with her. Like, my wife is a fucking savage. You know? Kings sit with queens. Kings sit with queens. For real. If you want a jester as a husband, if you want the fucking, the funny guy, that's great for you. It is. But fucking dudes should not be fat as fuck. Dudes should not have beer bellies. Absolutely not. Dudes should have shoulders. Every man should be able to defend themselves. Every person should be able to defend themselves. Put all your children, every single, boys, girls, it's boys and girls. Put boys, girls, combat sport, team sport. Combat sport and team sport. Get them in it. Teach them all to cook. Teach them all to shoot. Like, we need to take our culture back. Because there's a cultural problem in America. One of the biggest problems in America is that we have a culture of sickness. Our culture does not, like, look at sickness as a problem. It just looks at something to be treated to make other people money. Like, to think that you have to take diabetes medication for something that is 90% avoidable by lifestyle change, and yet we have, like, half the population is pre-diabetic. We have a cultural problem around health, and our public health officials are completely fucking useless. You know how I can tell that they're completely useless? They can't prove to me that they're not. Right? Like, we have gotten much less healthy in the last 20 or 30 years when all of our public health officials, including the Fauci guy, have all been in charge of their public health bullshit. So in the last 20 or 30 years, have we gotten healthier as people or more sickly as people? We have gotten vastly more sickly. The rates of chronic illness and disease have skyrocketed in the last fucking 30 years. And I mean fucking skyrocketed. Our public health officials that tell us what we should eat, approve what we should eat, approve the drugs that fucking people are then prescribed for the shit that they have approved for you to fucking eat, are in the pockets of fucking people that don't want you fucking healthy. And you, as America, you're culturally too fucking stupid to put the fucking sugar down and put the fucking ho-hos down. If you are feeding your children sugar, you are feeding them an addictive substance. Take a look at it. For real. Do better, America. Do better. Do some fucking research. Don't just depend on people that are paid by pharmaceutical people to tell you how to be healthy, because we are not. They suck. Public health officials are fucking horrible. And this is not a brag. I'm not pretending like I am somebody hugely special. I just know how to read studies, I know how to read information, and I know a little bit about health. I could destroy any public health official about the decisions made in the last 5 years based off of weight, disease, chronic illness, and communicable disease. I could destroy them all on those 4 factors, not just one of them, but 4 factors. I could destroy, in debate, any public health official. Right now, any United States public health official that has been involved in what we've done in the last 5 years, I could destroy them, make them look completely moronic, and I'm not special. But I easily could. I could ask them questions that they would have no response for. The very second that one of them says, well, I don't know, or the very second that I catch one of them in a very clearly marked fucking point of idiocy, such as sending college kids home during, shit like that. Like, I could destroy them all because they're not in it to get us healthy, people. They're not. Absolutely not. This woman that we just watched was on 3 fucking medications for depression and for fucking diabetes that she was able to adult her way out of using. Like, society, they would have just kept feeding her this shit until she died. You guys realize that, right? They would have kept going until she died. Her public health was letting her the fuck down. She had to save herself, just like I had to save myself, just like you need to save yourselves. So please do check out our app. Please do check out the consultations. We have some coaching spots available, and that's a very good deal that I just launched right in there. So please do check that out. He describes my husband's brother-in-law to a T. Pussy-ass men. Fucking weak-ass, pushy-ass bitches. Like, weak, pussy-ass men. Like, it's amazing to me how fucking horribly fucking pathetic people are right now. Pathetic. Just fucking weak. Weakness. Everywhere. We cannot be this weak. We will get fucking fucked up. We absolutely will. I thought I was the only one that noticed men have narrow shoulders lately. Well, I'm pretty fucking wide. Like, I mean, I've got genetically just big shoulders. My collarbones are fucking long as fuck. I wear a 50 regular jacket. I weigh 180 pounds. I'm still a very wide human being, right? So I'm used to people having like shoulders smaller than me, but like right now there's like fucking people are like fucking slim. It's ridiculous. It's a rarity to see anyone fit where I live. It's a rarity to see anyone fit just about any place right now. It's sad. What exactly does Mental Jewels do? I'm curious if I should try it. Mental Jewels is a neurotropic that helps you focus. I basically take it, hiccups. I basically take it to help me manage my ADHD. Men used to have shoulders, women used to have waist. Now everybody is spherical. Men and women look very similar nowadays. Like Tess Holliday looks like Boogie. And I love Boogie. I'm not talking shit on you, motherfucker. And Steve, if you hear this, give me a ring. But, I mean, they're built the same. They are. A plus-size model is built the same way as Boogie 2988. And Boogie, I love you, motherfucker, and I'm not going to talk shit on him. I mean, he knows he needs to lose weight. He talks about it all the time. So, but they're built the same. Like, for real. Like, they're very, very similar in build. You know? Somebody say I'm wrong. You know? I can't wait for my husband's shoulders to pop. The more fat he loses. He has super nice shoulders and needs to show them off. Good. That's awesome, positive reinforcement right there. I'm glad it worked for her. I wouldn't want to be full carnivore though. Why not? If it works, if it works, why not? Like I'm interested to hear that too, because like what is the drawback? You know. I think low T in men is driven by other things than diet as well. There are a lot of endocrine disruptors in our environment these days, plastic, fragrances. It's amazing. There's something like the average human comes into contact with like 100,000 toxins in a day. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. But also, not eating meat causes lower testosterone levels. It does. Get there. It just does. Not working out, sedentary nature, like working out actually causes more testosterone to be produced too. It's fucking reality, you know. At 323.8, I look like Peter Griffin. At 206 and having a waist to height ratio of 0.4861, I fixed that. Now I will never look like Peter Griffin or Homer Simpson ever again. Chat Batman, rock on, motherfucker. Hell yeah. Do the foam pit challenge. Can you get yourself out of a foam pit, right? Let's see. I'm behind, but I personally stay on track when I eat breakfast. If I don't eat, I get way too hungry by lunch. Erica, I would wonder how much hydration you've had before lunch. You should have 75% of your total daily hydration by lunch, and that should be your total daily hydration, especially if you're trying to be healthy, should be an ounce per pound of body mass that you currently have. For a lot of people that they're like, oh my God, that's a lot. Yeah, that means that's because you weigh a lot. Give that a try. But there's nothing wrong with eating breakfast. There's nothing wrong with it. For some people, it works. For some people, it doesn't. Crystal eats breakfast every morning and then normally doesn't eat till later on when we eat dinner. And some people, 3 times a day. Most people don't need to eat 3 times a day. Most of you motherfuckers eating 3 times a day is literally just you fucking your face at least one time. Like, I mean, most people don't need to eat 3 times a day. It's just they do out of fucking habit in society. In my 40s, a friend around my age was saying how hard it was to get up from the floor after wrapping Christmas presents. That's fucking pathetic. Fucking pathetic. I can still kip up. You know, like I'm going to be 52 years old this summer. I can still fucking do a kip up. Well, easily, like right now, if I wanted to. You know, it's fucking sad to fucking not understand. Like, if it takes you 2 seconds to get off the ground and you have children, what are you going to do if there's an accident and you got to take care of your kids? They're going to have to take care of you. That's fucking sad. You're a shitty ass parent. So, I just always go to into a squat to rest. One time in a grocery store, I squatted to look at the bottom shelf, and someone walking by called it impressive. It shouldn't be. For people to squat down and be like, oh, that's impressive, that's a sad statement on society. Everyone should do mobility exercises. It's definitely important as you age. Part of my workout is getting off the ground for workout. That's very, very good. But even just working out, everybody should. So I'm horrible. Don't take advice from me. I'm really pushing the limits of no exercise, but you can walk and stretch your legs. Butterfly is fine. Yep. Okay. And guys, I am going to, congrats, Alan. Thank you very much. I already answered that. Sarah Hood, some people do the hunger management group. Yes, and by the way, here you go. There it is one more time. I'm about to get off of here because I've been over an hour and I've got tons of shit I got to get done. And I mean tons of shit. Alan, can you please remind me of the date you're going to be at Tiger Fitness Gym, please? Yes, March 2nd. Myself, Crystal, Mark Lobliner, I believe quite a few people are going to be there. It's a free workout all day long, March 2nd. We're getting there the night before, but we're probably just going to hang with Mark, and then we'll probably be hanging out later on that night too. But it's Lebanon, Ohio. It's a little north of Cincinnati. It's Tiger Fitness. I haven't been there in a long, long motherfucking time. I'm looking forward to going. I can't wait, man. I mean, it's going to be good to just hang out with Mark. I mean, I really think like we've got to be such close friends that he is like, besides Crystal and my son, I think he's like one of the only people that actually understands me because our brains work very similar. But I can't wait to hang out with him. Can't wait to talk to people about product 2. And then we have another one we have another product that should be releasing right around then too for heart health. I mean, I can't speak highly enough about the Tiger Fitness crew, Ambrosia, MTS Nutrition, because I'm going to have some stuff to do with MTS Nutrition coming up soon too. There's going to be another health product. Like and that's another thing too. I just want to tell people keep asking me about like restocking and stuff like that on other products from MTS and other products from Ambrosia. I'm not really in on that process. Like I'm helping with the development and sales and stuff like that of No Morbidity, which was our baby idea, product 2, which is our baby idea, and then Mark has approached me about some other stuff for heart health and things like that for MTS and everything like that. So just so everybody understands, like I don't know when like plant proteins getting restocked. I'm not that important to these people. Like I'm important because we're friends and everything like that. We're business partners, but that's still their business. And that has very little to do with me. So let's see. We share food and have you definitely ask how someone made it if you want to try it yourself. Absolutely, and there's recipes, shit like that. The app, you can track your food nutrition. You get access to live and pre-recorded classes. Just like I said, like tonight, I'm going to even be joining Crystal for her Tabata class tonight. Tabata Strength, I believe it is. Strength and Cardio, I believe it is. So amazing classes. So I'm going to answer wow, lots of fucking questions. Jesus Christ. Will you be announcing product 2 in Ohio? No, we'll probably be announcing it before then. I'll probably be doing a couple lives about it before then. Hopefully, we'll see. But if not, yes, likely. I'd love to see everyone out there, but it's a hell of a drive from here. Eastern PA is 8 hours. Yeah, that's a fucking long way. That's a long way. Does Laura Phelps work out there? I'm not sure. Is she the power lifter? I believe so. Anyway, I do need to run. I believe it's, hang on a second. Give me a second. I keep saying Lebanon, Ohio. It might be Loveland. For real. Let me check. It is Loveland, Ohio. It is not Lebanon, Ohio. It is Loveland, Ohio. Thank you. My ADHD had just caught on to the word fucking Lebanon and could not fucking stop. So it is Loveland, Ohio, March 2nd. Myself, Crystal, Mark Lobliner, I believe Chris Jones, a lot of other people are going to be there. There will be food and we'll be free, just live Q&A, free food, free workout. Please do join. It's an amazing gym. Love it. And we're going to be having a good time. Hope everybody has a great day. I will be back tomorrow. I'm not sure what time. We'll check it out. But I will be back tomorrow. And we'll go from there.